Well, welcome back everybody to a new video, because today is a windy day, but it is also not this. Yeah, it's been a horrible few days when it comes to the weather, and I have to say that I was a little hesitant to go out with this amount of wind, but I decided to do it. And well, give you a little story while I weave in between this Rotterdam traffic. So let's start off with me getting a little dumber because I had my wisdom teeth removed, or one of them at least. Let me start by the beginning. I've been going out to the gym a few times and eating a little better, which is keeping me busy as well. It's a little bit of a hyper focus right now to track and see calories, and it's just interesting to me what foods have what amount of calories. Anyway, when I go to the gym, I try to push myself, and pushing myself means either almost shitting myself or destroying my jaws and teeth. Let's hope he's not because every time I lift a weight, I just clench down so hard on my jaw that I am seriously considering buying a tooth guard. I don't know how to explain, but you know what, like hockey players and some basketball players and stuff have. Anyways, at one point I was doing an exercise, chewing on some gum, and it just started hurting, just a little, just a tiny little bit. I was like, okay, let's see where this goes. Maybe it'll hurt less. Maybe it's just the pain of me exercising. And then when I had another set, which was pretty hard, it just started hurting a little bit more. Now at this point it wasn't a lot of pain, it was just hurting, but it was enough for me to go like, oh, okay, well, maybe this isn't a good thing. So when I got home, I was like, okay, let's wait it out tonight, then tomorrow or something I will hello, then somewhere tomorrow I will try to figure out what's up, if it's still there. And so the next morning came, and it was still hurting. So I decided to call my dentist, saying it hurts, and they were like, okay, well, come on over and we'll see what we can do. So I made an appointment about 3 days later. I went into the office, I mean the dentist office, and I came in, he made a picture, and like the picture wasn't even done. And he was like, oh yeah, well, you have a big hole in your wisdom tooth, so it would probably be a good idea to just take it out. And I was like, okay, sure, no problem if you say so. And then he was like, well, go to the front office and the assistant will make an appointment to get that done. So I went to the front desk, and the lady there was asking me, do you want a private clinic, or do you want to go to a hospital? Because hospitals are usually, you know, a bit slower. Some time goes over it because they're way busier. And I'm like, well, a private clinic then, I guess. So I was thinking like a private clinic would be like a week, and like a hospital would be a month of waiting. I was like, no, I cannot wait this long. So then she said, mind you, it was now 9:15. She said, well, how about 9:45, like 3 cities over? I was like, what? um, okay, I guess, let's go. So I packed the little referral they got me, and I went on my way. Yeah, when I got to the private clinic, they already had my list waiting with some information, and I had to provide them with even more, as probably sounds very logical. Like if I have any diseases or blah 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 blah. And I filled it in, and then the moment I was done filling it in, she said, "Okay." First I said I have to go to the toilet real quick. I went to the toilet and came back, and she was like, "Okay, follow me." So I did another photograph, X-ray of the jaw. Then I had to put my chin on a thing, and it went around me. It was really high-tech shit. And then she was like, "Okay, follow me right away." And there was a guy sitting there, and I know for a fact that I am not immune, but sedation is. You need more sedative to sedate me as a normal human. At least in the past, that's how it came out to be. Like if I had any dental work or any surgery work or whatever done, they had to use like 1.5 to twice the amount to actually get me to have the same effect, to go under or not feel anything, because I could always feel stuff still. So I told it to him, and he was like, "Well, we'll see." So he came out with fucking needles this large, jammed them in there, and he's like, "It's gonna hurt a little." Oh, sorry. First he said, "Do you want to keep the nerve and get a root canal?" And we were both going like, "No, I'm not gonna have the tooth. Why would I need the nerve?" And he was like, "Oh, fair enough. I'll pull everything out." So then he jammed in the injections. It took 2-3 minutes, and he said, "Well, let me test it out for you." He just pushed on my teeth, and then after he was like, "Can you feel this?" I'm like, "Well, not really." And then he is like, "Okay, I'm gonna push a little harder, and it's gonna start crackling." I'm like, "Okay." So he pushed harder. My whole head went everywhere. I also had like a cover over me with a hole just for my mouth. And he just started yanking, and I could just hear, and I could like feel, not in a painful way, but I could feel like the nerves and veins and everything just pop and release. And he was like, "Okay, you're done. Here, bite down on this gauze, and here's another one, and we'll see you in the hopefully never. Fuck off." I'm thinking the whole thing, including me filling out the form, took maybe 5 minutes. So I came in with a toothache, and an hour later my tooth was gone 2-3 cities over. So this was super fast. Like I have never experienced a thing this streamlined in any medical institution ever. So I have to say I'm pleased. Healing wise, it was also okay. Of course it hurts, but that's to be expected. It wasn't too much, it wasn't too heavy, and okay. Yeah, I'm still very careful with brushing the tooth behind it. They obviously they didn't put stitches in, else it would have taken a little longer. So I just had a gaping hole, and I was really almost paranoid of getting food stuck in there. So I brushed it decently well, or not brushed it, but flushed it. They also said not to like rinse your mouth too hard, so I didn't. But all's good. I am 80% healed now, and yeah, this is the maybe for you very boring story, but at the moment it is all I could do on the bike as I head towards more work. Very happy that I can do this part on the bike. Because as you could see, there was it was a little bit of traffic. I have to say this was not as bad. It's one of the lesser days I've had in the last couple of months. But that it is a school holiday, I think now. It's middle of summer. Well, it's supposed to be the middle of summer. Weather-wise, you cannot tell. Anyways, this was a quick story. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll hope to upload another video pretty soon.